Yeah, for a war like that, I definitely came out relatively healthy. I had a swollen foot, but I'm already up and about and on my feet every day, all day. So it's like even that was like very minor. I feel good now. I'm even thinking about what's next. So I feel amazing, man. And I'm still here in Baku as well. So I'm like still getting this hero treatment, and it's like it's incredible. I'm so grateful.
I was going to say that. Could you have scripted it any better? Going home, putting on that type of performance, getting an extra 100K. It literally must have been like a script for you.
Yeah, if there was any like perfect world, this is the one. We're living in the universe that the best possible scenario happened. The best possible scenario. So like anything, I wouldn't even say that like a first round KO clean would be even better than that. Like I came out, rocked him with a shot. Even that wouldn't be better. The fact that he put adversity on me, the fact that he wanted to be there, had a solid opponent. I made my people worry. And then the second round, I came back and brought like so much joy. I don't think it gets any better than that. And then the double bonus and all this exposure and all this stuff, it's been like incredible. I'm still really just coming down from it and really just coming to my senses of what really happened last Saturday.
In the first round, I don't know if you feel it or even watching it back because sometimes they stop fights early. Do you watch that back and think, man, thank God he did not, call end that fight early?
Yeah, I was thinking that even in the moment, like he's unloading his shots and I'm like kind of just shelled up. I had no choice. If I opened up to try to counter him, he probably would end up getting a few shots through. Otherwise, 95% of the shots he threw, maybe even more than that, have landed on my guard. So, in the moment, I'm just thinking, okay, he got me nice. He's unloading on me, but I'm just hoping the ref doesn't think I'm more hurt than I am because that was my worry. I saw the ref like with the corner of my eye. I just saw him kind of hesitate a few times or like get a closer look or whatever. So I was just trying to do anything possible. I tried to even drop down for a takedown. He didn't stop. I tried to grab him up and he just wasn't stopping. He threw a 75 punch combination. But I'm happy the ref saw that I was okay to keep fighting. And then the rest unfolded before your very eyes.
Pretty cool after when you hear from Dana that you guys are going to get both of the bonuses. Anything special planned with that 100,000? That's life-changing money to a lot of people.
Dude, I'm just gonna invest it, man. I didn't need to get to this stage to start having fun. My life's been relatively fun because I made it that way, and I love what I do. I think investing in my future is my best bet. I'm just literally just gonna take all that money and just make something of it, double it, triple it, quadruple it, times 10, times 1,000, whatever I can do with it. I'm gonna do that. So there's nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. I drive a nice. I drive what I want to drive. I live where I want to live. I do what I want to do, and that's it. Investments.
How soon, obviously got a little bruises, got to heal up a little bit. How soon do you want to get back in there?
To be honest, I've mentioned it. I've mentioned it that I would, at the earliest I would be able to come back. I believe is September. I would go play Villain and go over to Paris and fight their hometown guy now, BSD Benoit Saint Denis. If not, I'll sit back a little bit, get back to Vegas, get my training going again, and then be back in October, November. MSG rolls around in November. Plenty of cards in December, so I'm pretty sure I'll get on something and I'll finish the year strong, one way or another.
That would be fun though. What would you say to Benoit to take this fight?
I don't know, but I would stroll right in there with the American flag on one shoulder, Azeri flag on the other shoulder, and then just have my fun with that. I'm sure that they're gonna absolutely boo me to death. But listen, I just got my heroes welcome. I got my hometown welcome. I really don't mind to go over there and play villain. So I think it would be a great fight. I think it would be another barn burner, another memorable fight. So either way you put it, I think it's just fun for myself, the fans, the UFC. So I'll be open to that.
You have a powerhouse corner on Saturday, which included the champ who went home after his title win, went back to Georgia, then came met up with you guys. What does that mean to you that you have, one of the biggest stars and best fighters in the sport by your side for your fight in your home country?
Yeah, that Merab and I have history. Like we know each other in New York. We've met. Like I think he just moved to Georgia like a year or two, prior to that, and like he was still just beginning his pro career. I was still an amateur, and we were like training. I've seen him come from long construction work days and come to the gym and train. So like all this time later, he defends his belt, goes to Georgia, and then I'm having my fight in my homeland, Azerbaijan, and he that's only a few hours away. That was like an hour flight for him, maybe less. So he comes over, and he's in my corner, and he's the champ. He's doing his thing in his life and career. I'm doing things in mine, and for all of it to just come together in this way, it was just literally written. It was literally like written by the man upstairs. So like you literally can't even make this stuff up. You literally can't script it better. You can't script it better. It was a beautiful internal story amongst us as well. Because as friends, for us to see each other succeed like this and then be in each other's corners, and it's just like incredible, man. I have no words for it. I literally I feel like I could write a book on this.
And obviously he's a special person. You get people would criticize him that when Aljamain was the champion, sitting back and waiting for his turn. That not many people would do that, and Merab did that, and now he's benefiting, and he's where he is, and it all worked out. But he seems like he's a special teammate, special friend.
Yeah, loyalty over everything, man. Like loyalty is truly in these circumstances, loyalty. They showed the world that loyalty triumphs everything because they could have sold and they could have fought and made probably whatever money they would have made, but their friendship is gone or tarnished or not the same. So I think the fact that they're showing something so raw in the world of MMA, where all people want to see is blood and sweat and tears, and somebody get put lifeless in an octagon. I think they showed that loyalty triumphs everything, and I think short term they kind of hurt their stock. Long term they showed the world a beautiful, beautiful thing, and everybody's making money. Everybody's remaining. The most important thing, their friendship is intact. So I think it's a beautiful thing. I
How
think they
much
did the right thing, and I would have done the same.
how much have you learned just, rubbing shoulders, training, whether in syndicate or back in New York with guys like Aljamain and Merab? You're really learning and training with some of the best fighters, best coaches that are out there.
Yeah, I would say like this, they don't come from an era where they had the blueprint, but they created the blueprint for what we know it to be in our from where we come from. So like that's what I would say. I would say like they literally just laid out the blueprint. They said, "Listen, this is how you become champ. This is how you buy a house. This is what you do with your money. This is what you do with this and with that. This is how you maintain a friendship." And me as a teammate that's a little bit younger than them coming up, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, "This is what you have to do. This is how you have to carry yourself. This is what you have to be." And yeah, man. So like, I just kind of these are like the big bros, and I just kind of follow their lead and do my own thing at the same time, and it works out well for me.